Welcome, everybody. It was so great to see everybody's faces. How wonderful it is that we're all together. Here I am live, and I want to welcome you to our annual celebration. But before we get started with tonight's events, I want to take a moment, particularly in light of the recent discoveries of the tragic and shameful history of our nation, to have our land acknowledgement. Not just to acknowledge and understand the truth, but also to rise up from that truth. And so here is our land acknowledgement. We acknowledge the land we are standing on is the territory of many nations, including the Anishinaabe, Haudenosaunee, and Wendat people, and is now home to many diverse nations, the Inuit and Métis people. We also acknowledge that Toronto is the treaty territory of the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation through Treaty 13. Today, this meeting place is still home to many Indigenous peoples from across Turtle Island, and we are grateful to have the opportunity to work on this island and this land. We also acknowledge that we are all treaty people, including those who came here as settlers, as migrants, either in this generation or in generations past, and those of us who came here involuntarily, particularly as a result of the transatlantic slave trade. Today, we pay tribute to the ancestors of those African Indigenous origin and descent. So here we are. Welcome. Tonight, you're joining me along with my beloved staff team, volunteers and donors and your families to celebrate the achievements of a year. Oh my gosh. Do you have your snacks? Did you get? I'm snacking away myself. I hope you've been snacking. If I put it in my mouth now, I'm gonna wait. But I gotta tell you, I got the Jelly Bellies. So I think you all might be jealous that I got the Jelly Bellies because they're my absolute favorite. But I know that there's all kinds of stuff, and I've heard that you guys are snacking on popcorn and keeping the chat alive. So keep chatting, keep going. We're all doing this. We're actually using this time to celebrate us. Isn't that amazing? And what a year of achievement we've had. Tonight, we've changed it. I want to thank Kathy Cowan and Devin, who have put a lot of energy into creating this Beacon of Lights Awards. The Beacon of Lights really reflect our values. Why light? Many of you may or may not know that one of the CMHA National's first symbol was emerging into light. And when all through the history of mental health, we've talked about emerging into light. We've talked about opening the doors, letting in the light to the darkness of mental health and mental illness and the stigma that many people have faced and many families have faced. And so the idea that our staff and our volunteers who've contributed to our clients who've let light into their lives, we celebrate you. This is a celebration of light. I'm so pleased to be doing this on such a beautiful day. And so here's what I want to say. To start off the awards, I've been waiting to do this my whole life, so here's my moment. Live from Monday night, it's from Newmarket, it's the Beacon of Light Awards. And I'm here with you. And if you don't know who I am, I'm Rebecca Shields, and I'm the Chief Enthusiasm Officer of this organization. We've got an hour-long segment, and we're going to mix me chatting with you, not too much, and some amazing video presentations. We're going to have this interactive, and we've got lots of prizes that we can give out tonight. So I hope you guys all have your tickets. So here's the deal. Because we're the kind of organizations that's like you're here and you matter, if you're here and we call your number, you've got to put "I won" in the chat box. If you don't do that, or if you don't let us know that you've won by texting or Teamsing, and you can Teams Devin or Kathy Cowan, either or Devin Mayer, by the way, is her last name, in case you don't have access to the live chat. Either way, let them know so that we can get your awards. If we don't hear from you in about 30 seconds, we're going to call a second number. And if that person isn't here, then we're going to put the prize back into the prize kitty so that we'll give them out to all of you guys who are participating tonight. So we've got fabulous prizes. I got to thank my amazing tech team. They got us tablets, headphones, cameras, printers, and a speaker. So these are excellent prizes only because we're at the Beacon of Excellence Awards. Woohoo! So here we go. I've explained that. So why don't we just practice this and give out our first award? I'm very excited to present the Jabra speaker. This is my band. It is This is what it looks like. It plugs into your computer and it acts instead of headphones. Now, I often use one of these because I've been noticing that headphones really fatigue my ears. And so moving into the Jabra is a really excellent device. So our first award is the Jabra. So I hope you all have your tickets and numbers out and are ready. So this is like, here's all the numbers, guys. I'm showing you to let you know, and I'm going to dig in. I'm going to close my eyes and I'll pull out the first number. Are you ready? 205, everybody, 205. So I'm going to give it 30 seconds. 205. So while I'm waiting to see if a response comes in, I just want to highlight a couple of things that are really special. And what's really special is the amazing people at this organization. I know we've all been at a socially distance and working on video, but I've had meetings with so many people and had a chance to connect to some new staff and some old staff. And what is amazing to me is how welcoming everybody is at this organization. Throughout this year, we found ways to connect that are meaningful. We've had wonderful events through our affinity groups that have allowed us to celebrate the different cultures that are fabulous cultures that are in our regions, all the way from our new Urdu affinity group to our Tamil affinity group, the Russian affinity group, Russian speaking affinity group, I should say. It's been absolutely wonderful. Oh, I just got an announcement of my first winner now. The first winner of the award is our Senior Director of Provincial Initiatives, Ashley Hogue. Ashley, you won! Now, what's funny about this? So insider knowledge is Ashley had one of these, and when she went on maternity leave, she lent me hers. So what this really means is I won because I get to keep the one that she lent me, and she gets her own. So we're all winners tonight. So that's amazing. See how these awards are already awesome. Okay, so let's get on to the awards. Thank you so much. Thanks, Ashley. Before I announce the first video, or I'll let it happen, I just want to let you know who was part of the selection committee for our Beacon of Light Awards. It was myself and Thomas Kropopoulos, who is our senior manager, but we also included all the winners from last year. So another shout out to our award winners from last year, Michelle Hermans, Mohammed Sheikh, Sheldon G, and Bill Ayotte. So those people participated. We read through an amazing, and I've said this every year, and I will say this again. We read through 67 nominations, 67 heartfelt, amazing nominations where people spent their time to recognize the great work in this organization. It was one of the most delightful afternoons I've ever had where I got to enjoy the spectacular work of this organization. So I'm going to cut to our first video for our Beacon honorees and to hear from the chair of our board, Ali Sohail, to share a little bit about the organization and a little bit about the award. So here we go right now.
Good evening, everyone. I'm honored to welcome all of you to our celebration. Our community needed the support of CMHA more than ever this past year. The CMHA stepped up, all of you stepped up. Collectively, everyone at this event, including our incredible staff, volunteers, board of directors, and our generous donors worked together to help our clients survive and thrive. The pandemic didn't slow us down. In fact, inspired us to do more. Here are some examples of how we adapted our services. Launching a new telephone counseling line, counseling services for our frontline workers, partnering with community organizations for a delivery of food, providing phone and data packages to help clients stay connected. We even sourced the lawn chairs to provide a vital face-to-face counseling where is needed. I am very proud of these achievements we made this year. We met the needs of our community and advanced our strategic goals. Improving access to mental health care is a driving force for all of us, and this year, as you know, that is one of our strategic goals. We continue to be one of the fastest growing branches of CMHA thanks to efforts of each and every one of you. This year, we grew our organization to 334 employees from 270 the previous year. Incredible growth. And I remember once I joined CMHA 7 years ago, we were less than 100. We did our best during the pandemic to support the staff as effectively as possible to work from home. That included ergonomic training, wellness program, augmented internal communication. A key priority for the organization this year was the strengthening of our employee value proposition. Led by people and culture team, we sourced a more cost-effective benefits provider and introduced a new performance development program focused on helping staff achieving their career goals. And just last month, we approved HOOP as the organization's new pension plan, which I believe is the turning point for this organization and one of my personal highlights of my time on this board. This brings me to innovation and thought leadership, which is also one of our strategic priorities. We are relentless in our pursuit of innovation and leadership to design and build the future of a community care. These are not my accomplishments. These are not management's accomplishments. These are all our accomplishments. My hope is that tonight you take a moment and congratulate yourself and each other for stepping up and contributing. Despite of everything we all had to experience this year, you rose up and reached out to each other. You brought us together even though we've been apart. Thank you for all you've done. Good night.
So you've heard a little bit about some corporate highlights. What about my highlights or the highlights from your leadership team? First of all, I've got to thank the amazing leadership team. They are my team, and without them, there's no way I could do what I could do. And their support to me, personally, I want to thank them because they're awesome. But what is my one big highlight for the year? You know, it was hard to kind of choose one thing, but here's what I'm going to tell you. My highlight is you guys. No matter what, you said yes. Through a lot of adversity and a lot of challenge, you showed tremendous resiliency. Every time I turned around and I asked, what are we going to do about X or what are we going to do about Y? You guys had already solved the problem. You were getting clients' phones, you're getting clients' data plans, you were reaching out, lawn chairs, finding ways to deliver food. You demonstrated to me what it means to work at CMHA, and I am so grateful for you. So my highlight is my beloved staff team. Let's hear what the leadership team's highlights were for the year.
The Beacon of Light Awards are my highlight because they recognize you and all of your outstanding work. Reading all of the nominations and learning about all of your achievements has been so inspiring. Thank you for everything that you do. Celebrating you and your successes and all of our successes is one of the most important highlights of our year. Thank you.
This has been a difficult year for our community, and I'm so pleased with how our staff have responded with flexibility and creativity. We've provided technology to our clients when needed to help them stay connected, and all of our programs and services shifted to virtual care, but we've also been providing in-person visits to support our clients when needed. This year, we have served more people with more visits than ever before.
I've had the privilege of calling many of you this year to say thank you for your wonderful donations. Two things thrill me about your gifts: your generosity and your commitment to individuals and their families who are struggling with mental health. On behalf of the thousands of people whose names you will never know, but whose lives will be forever transformed by your generosity, thank you. Thank you for standing with us today and in the days to come.
2021, with its challenges, has been a year of success. As the new Vice President of Clinical Operations, I would like to celebrate our continued advancement on our strategic mandate to implement the Mental Health and Addictions Crisis Hub. I would also like to celebrate our recently established partnership with Southlake Regional Health Center, a professional practice partnership that will truly support and advance our practice environment at CMHA. Thank you.
The People and Culture team are proud to highlight the employee value proposition with its guiding principles of attraction and retention of qualified staff. It included a new benefits program, compensation overview with job evaluation and salary grid, the launch of our new career and performance development program, and lastly, researching to prepare to offer HOOP, Hospitals of Ontario Pension Plan, for our current staff and future employees at CMHA. Thank you.
Joining CMHA this year was definitely the highlight of my year. I joined the team in January 2021, January 5th to be specific. I still remember the day. And when I joined, I learned that amidst a global pandemic, the team was looking at its organizational risks, its enterprise risks, a project that I'm currently working on.
Here are some of the accomplishments of information management and technology over the last year. CMHA should feel really good about going digital, but the Girl Guides and Boy Scouts of Canada have a lesson for all of us. Be prepared. In that spirit, IMIT will continue to be forward-thinking. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. What a fantastic and busy year it has been. My highlight of the year is joining this amazing team here at CMHA. I've never worked in an organization where each and every person I meet embodies the mission, vision, and values of an organization. It's truly incredible. I'm looking forward to what the next year has in store for us.
So what is excellence and what does it mean at CMHA? It begins with a passion for what you do. It's not a job to you, but it's actually a calling. It's what drives you and what sparks you. It punctuates in your work. It's actually looking and searching for those opportunities to make a real difference and doing something about it, seeing them through, making them happen. It's all about a continuous learning attitude, wanting feedback and being open to change and actually doing things differently, even if it's uncomfortable for you. It's challenging yourself to learn new things, even if it doesn't feel good. It's putting yourself in there to really learn new opportunities, such as public speaking, which is something that many people are not comfortable doing. And it's also giving back to others in the organization, new staff, volunteers, other team members as you go along, or students. And it's also being aware of your own limits. It's not getting to work early and being the first one there and then being the last one to leave. It's really focusing on what is it that you can put forward in your work and your life balance so that you are being well as being excellent. The Beacon of Excellence Award recognizes and rewards team members who have gone above and beyond their job description to support the mission of CMHA. These individuals show an unwavering commitment to quality, excellence, and the goals of the organization. Lisa Wood is a beacon of excellence. Why? Because she has joy in her work. She often says, it's fun and it's a howl. I mean, she's highly motivated, she provides exceptional community service, she's full of passion, she's really behind the wheel of the car in her work. She's the driving force behind what she does. When you look at trust, respect, communication, and feedback, the values of the organization, it's like check, 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 all those things checked off, 100%, super high level. She's been in the organization for more than 20 years, and yet she still brings that passion, and she wants to hear other people's voices all the time. She wants to know what people think. She doesn't want to just hear the sound of her own voice. She wants the voices of others to come through. And she says, where can I help out? What can I do to benefit the organization? Not just stick within what my job is, but actually where else in the organization can I give of my time in committees, work tables, other things, getting involved. And that also means giving back to others, coaching and mentoring students and volunteers, a huge part of her program, but wouldn't be possible without Lisa Wood. She's got a huge commitment to CMHA, and that is why Lisa Wood is a beacon of excellence.
Winning this award, I feel very honored. The other achievement that I'm very proud of is working in the Choices program, working with young people, and my most proudest moments are seeing volunteers and students working and achieving their full potential. We really can't do this work without their valued support. I love the culture here at CMHA. Knowing that our agency is helping people at their most vulnerable time is very rewarding. I love the program that I work in, working with young people and seeing them grow to their full potential. All of this is very exciting to me, and I'm so happy to be here. Thank you very much.
The Volunteer Beacon of Excellence Award recognizes and rewards exceptional volunteers who support the mission of CMHA. These volunteers show an unwavering commitment to quality, excellence, and the goals of the organization. What does excellence mean to me? Excellence to me means someone who goes above and beyond, not just doing what they are asked to do or need to do, but taking the time to think and consider, how can I make this even better? Working with Abby on the project to transform our in-person volunteer training for the Family and Caregiver Education Program and Support for Depression Program into an online training with our new training platform, Rise, gave me the opportunity to see Abby's excellence in person. Working with Abby on this project has meant that our volunteers no longer have to come in for a multi-day in-person training, but instead have access to an online platform that they can do whenever they start with us, and it gives us the opportunity for volunteers across CMHA to take this training. This has led to an increased level of service excellence for volunteers across the organization, which in turn is making sure that our clients and families receive an even better standard of care than they received previously. Working with volunteers, and Abby in specific, is a privilege. The volunteers are so critical to CMHA and really every nonprofit everywhere. Volunteers give selflessly of their time. They look at their own lives and say, I have something I can give, and they ask for so little in return. As I say, working with them is a privilege because they make the organizations like CMHA possible and make the vision of CMHA, Mental Health for All, a little bit closer to reality, especially in times like COVID-19, where the need for our services are ever increasing.
Congratulations, Abby. I'm sorry you're not here to accept this award, but we'll make sure we get it to you.
The Beacon of Innovation Award recognizes team members who introduce new ideas, services, or practices to improve the quality of service, financial management, human resource management, administration, safety, or overall functioning of CMHA. These individuals contribute innovative solutions or make major improvements to operations or services provided. Innovation at CMHA means to me brave thinking, a willingness to take risks, to create processes that will improve efficiency and the way we support the people in the community. It's about putting yourself out there and a forward thinking so that we're able to be the best that we can be in all that we do. I think Mary Lou is a beacon of innovation because of all the brave work she's done collaborating with the different departments in CMHA to improve both our service and processes within the CHO program. She has collaborated with IT to improve technology within the home so that we are better able to support our clients during the pandemic. As well, she has worked with finance to utilize Smartsheet so that we are better able to keep track of our invoicing and ensure that there is equity within the homes. Lou has worked really hard and is very new to CMHA, and her innovative spirit and passion has really done great things for the CHO program. So congratulations, Lou.
I think that CMHA is a really great place to work because I think that It gives us an opportunity as workers to do work with clients that I've never gotten to do anywhere else. It's been a really rewarding experience to work in a program where we get to build together, where we get to work with people that we normally wouldn't. So not just clients, but other workers, communities, members of other teams in CMHA. Getting to get to know people and meet people has been a really great experience for me. So I'm actually really proud of the achievements that we've made as a team. So I came into the CMHA as part of a brand new team with mostly brand new workers in a brand new program. And we have managed to not just kind of get our stuff together and run this program, but to do it with what I think was amazing grace and real effectiveness and some creativity and some humor, and to be able to lean on each other in ways that I think are really unique for a brand new team. And I think that CMHA as an organization and the feel that we have here is part of what really led us to be able to do that. So I think that our greatest achievement has been our ability to hit the ground running, and my ability to be a part of that and offer support to my team and take support from my team and have a really great time doing it. But I think at CMHA, we innovate really well by creating spaces and finding gaps and doing everything that we can to find ways to fill those gaps in new ways, by taking older methods and improving on them, and by coming up with brand new ideas. And I really think that we do that consistently, and that we do it with intentionality, and that we're constantly seeking opportunities to do that, and that we're not afraid to get it wrong, and we're really excited when we get it right. And then knowing that when we do have to, when we get it wrong, we do everything that we need to do to make it as perfect as it can be. And we're also, I think, not devoted to doing things exactly the way that we are. We recognize that we're good at things and we can be the best at things, and that being the best is always changing. And it requires us constantly doing that innovating, and we're not afraid to do that.
The Community Beacon of Light Award recognizes the contributions of a local business who supports CMHA York Region and South Simcoe and serves as a champion of respect, inclusion, and mental health for all. Staples Canada is Mental Health in Motion's first presenting sponsor. As part of their commitment to Mental Health in Motion 2021, not only have they provided sponsorship dollars that help offset the costs associated with running in the event, and even virtual events have costs associated with them, but they've also encouraged their associates throughout our catchment area and Ontario to get involved as participants. Additionally, Staples invited CMHA through our community education and training program to provide a workplace wellness session entitled Resilient Minds in Tough Times. Over 250 associates participated in the one-hour workshop. Finally, through their Gift with Purchase program, CMHA has secured several items that will be used as fundraising incentive prizes for Mental Health in Motion, as well as be used in future fundraising events.
Why Staples chooses to support mental health. Mental health is a piece of our foundation in supporting the mental well-being of all of our associates. We care about all of our associates, our customers, our community, and we acknowledge and recognize that by having and supporting mental well-being in our workplace, we understand the links and connection to mental health resiliency, to strong and productive associates, but most of all, in really demonstrating our commitment to the well-being of our associates. I'd like to really emphasize the presentation that the CMHA did for us. And the one thing that we all really walked away with, and I know myself as a mental health advocate and as a practitioner for our organization, is the resiliency, is how to practice being resilient. I think what Shirley really emphasized for us is understanding it's really important to build our skills, linking our resiliency to positivity, understanding that this is not something that occurs overnight, but it is something that through working together and building the skills through the presentation and the information that we received, we really experienced this as something to walk away with, to continue practicing with, versus something that is just something out of a textbook.
Congratulations and thank you, Lisa Wood, Abby Dunning, Mary Lou Matar, and of course, Staples Canada. Wasn't that amazing? I'm just so beclumped. To our donors and our volunteers and the staff and our clients and our community, it is so remarkable to see that passion and that commitment and that pride that we have in our work and in working together. One of the things about working together, of course, is being inclusion. And we have a commitment to inclusion and we have a commitment to belonging. And we're doing a lot of work on looking at what belonging means in our community. And one of the ways we do that, and I mentioned it before, is our affinity groups. And what those groups are a way to enhance our understanding about the different cultures, bring more knowledge, and also to make connections with those communities so that we can better serve them, because we know that people are marginalized from mainstream mental health care. And those people, as we know, particularly because of the pandemic, have needs. And so I really want to take another moment to thank our affinity group members and really recognize the Chinese speaking, the 2S LGBTQ, Italian, Farsi, Russian speaking, Tamil, Urdu, and one of our newest ones, the people with lived experience of mental health and addictions affinity group. Those people are bringing broader understanding so that we can enhance services. This is one of the ways in which we have a commitment to quality improvement. I learn so much every day from the conversations that we have. And, one of our amazing people talked about having a voice. They talked about resiliency. They talked about sharing. They talked about innovating. I loved what Mary Lou said. We don't always get it right, but when we do, we really like to celebrate it. And that's the sign of a healthy, committed organization, one in which we celebrate the wins and we work through the learning that comes with it. So one of the ways in which, now I'm going to date myself a little bit. Do you remember the days where we had like the old Polaroid cameras and we used to take pictures? Because this was not the digital days where you could like take on your phone. This was like, surprise. So they are so fun. And we are so excited that our very next prize is an old camera. So I hope you have your tickets ready. And just a reminder, you have to text "I won" into the chat box. If you don't have a chat and you're a team member, you can Teams Kathy Cowan or Devin Mayer to let us know. But I'm now going to pick the next prize. So are you ready? Are you ready? Okay. Okay, here we go, guys. I'm digging in deep this time. I'm going to the other side. Here we go. Oh, I love this number, 101. 101, who are you? And if you're here, that's great. If not, if I don't hear from you in the next 30 seconds, then I'm going to throw this out and give somebody else another shot at this. So is everybody eating their popcorn and having a good time? So as I'm waiting to hear the next number, I want to just give a shout out again to all of our honorees. This year selecting them was incredibly challenging. Because we've all achieved so much. One of the things I'm going to just say a little bit now, I'm going to tease this. We had many, I can't even remember, Kathy, how many teams do we have for, Kathy Cowan's here with me. She's like, look at everyone doing a little back and forth. Okay. And she said to me, we've never had so many teams, like this kind of idea of teams. So many people share the team awards. We had over half of our teams got selected to be. So who's going to be the team winner? Do you know? Is it your team? In the meantime, we do have a winner to number 101. And this time, one of our beloved directors of service, Dalit Karsiakov, it's you, and you won the Instamax camera. I'm sure that'll be super fun with you and your kids and your family. Well, I know you really want the heart and the soul of this event to continue. So let's go right into the next video and see the next set of award winners. Here we go. Well, hello. Oh, there I am. I'm just waiting to come back. Incredible. So look at all of those nominees, the teams, the individuals, the volunteers. But I also just want you to take a moment to look at all the people who took their time to nominate. And I want to thank them for taking the time to celebrate and provide gratitude and recognition for their team members. Wow, what a circle of care that we have here at CMHA, and to everyone. It's incredible, isn't it? Just so you know I was trying to read them all furiously the first few times I saw it. We're going to post this on YouTube, of course, so you can see it again and share the nominations and celebrate the fact that you were nominated. It was very, very hard to decide. I wanted to give everybody an award. In a sense, you all are our beacons of light. And also for the staff, we'll post it on the intranet as well. Take a picture, post it on your Insta, post it on your Facebook, and celebrate the achievement and be really proud. Sometimes we try to be humble and say, oh, no, it's fine. But, you should be proud of the work. To everyone who is nominated, please be proud. You've done amazing things and people are inspired by you. So be proud and keep up the great work. I'm so thankful. I'm so amazed and I'm so inspired. So much so inspired that guess what? It's prize time. Woohoo! Okay, so last time I gave away a camera. This time, for those of us who didn't win the camera but still want to print out pictures, how cool is this? This is one of those mini Instalink printers so that you can print out a little photo of yourself. Now, for those of us who are old school, and I might be a bit old school, it's really nice to have pictures to share, to put up on your wall, and now you can too. So I hope you get out your tickets because I'm about to draw the next award. As a reminder, you got to text "you win" into the chat box or Kathy Cowan or Devin May, our teams. Are you all ready? Okay, here we go. I'm digging in deep, guys. I'm digging in deep. Is your number in there? Let's just see. It's going to be mine. Okay, I'm closing my eyes. Okay, 105. 105. Who is award winner? Take a look, guys, and let us know. And if not, again, if you're not watching, we'll come back and draw another one. All right, so one of the things that this is going to be our last award presentation. I get a few minutes to say thank you, so I'm waiting to see if anybody texts. So I get to say another couple of words. Here I am at the Newmarket office, and I can tell you that we're really excited as a team to move past COVID and return to the office in a new way that's flexible so that we can provide clients a service and a location that's most meaningful to them. That means we're going to continue with virtual care. We're going to continue with in-person visits in people's homes, or if clients prefer to come into the office. We're all really excited to come together to have a connected, integrated, and innovative team. So it's really great. And I can't wait also to be innovative and connected and integrated with all of our wonderful donors and supporters. This year, we're finishing off our Mental Health in Motion, and we've had an incredible response from our donors, and I want to thank them so much. Your giving makes a huge difference. It keeps our youth mental health services going, whether it's MOBIs or our programs in schools or our innovative programs like our Gender Affirming Clinic. Without you, we couldn't do what we do. We really appreciate the support from our government partners and funders, but without the donor support, people who make a contribution, we can make a real unique difference in people's lives. And I thank you so much for that. And so thank you to everyone who participated in Mental Health in Motion. Okay, so we do have a winner. It was, get me the name back again. It was Melissa Pym. Melissa Pym, you won! Congratulations! Woohoo! Okay, that's my woohoo. That's my third or fourth today. My kids hate it when I do that. By the way, they're so embarrassed, but they're not here, so you get it all night long. So I know you want to see the next set of award winners. So for our third and final video, check it out.
While we are recognizing the exceptional achievements of our staff and volunteers, we'd like to acknowledge a few of our board members. Those terms are ending this month. All of these board members have made a significant contribution to our success. A special thanks goes to Cynthia Sargent, Evelyn Sutherland, Roy Sad, Jackie Delfoso, Dawn Marie Stevens. I love that last sign. You helped save a life today. I think that's true for all of our board members and every one of you here tonight. It has been my privilege to serve alongside all of you as a board member and a wonderful human beings. Thank you for your time, energy, and passion. We won't say goodbye, just a farewell. Thank you for everything you've done.
The Beacon of Character Award recognizes and rewards team members who actively and consistently demonstrate our team values such as respect, trust, communication, and teamwork. These individuals enhance CMHA culture and inspire those around us. Character means to me as an individual's personality, which reflects their values and in their work, day-to-day work, such as teamwork, communication, and respect of each team member. Sajid is a beacon of character at work. He lives team's value every day. He makes people comfortable around them. And he also connects with the community partners to ensure that we have client-centered service delivers.
In the last 5 years, I had an opportunity to work in different programs and teams. What I found most rewarding is that no matter what I do here at CMHA, I'll be walk away from my job at the end of the day knowing I have acted as a positive force in someone's life who is suffering. I have listened, been able to support for them, or have helped them connect with the right services. To be honest, this continues beyond my job. For example, I was at the bank talking with the teller, and as soon as he knew I'm in CMHA, he just pulled me out of the line, asked to find some help for one of the friends who was going through with mental health challenges for the first time in their life. And here I had a great opportunity to make some connection for this person and the family in the CMHA Toronto. CMHA's culture and team values are so close to me, and I'm so thrilled for being selected for the first Beacon of Character Award. This is really the proudest achievement I have at CMHA. Each one of us have a role to play here at CMHA, and to me, a character at CMHA describes who am I as a person. It's about my values, actions, behavior, passion, and in fact, it's almost everything what I do and how I do at CMHA.
The Volunteer Beacon of Character Award recognizes and rewards volunteers who actively and consistently demonstrate our team values of respect, trust, communication, and teamwork. These individuals enhance CMHA's culture and inspire those around them. The reason I nominated for this award is she's a volunteer and giving up her time, one of life's greatest gifts. Lives the values of CMHA of teamwork and respect, always putting herself out there and making suggestions for the program. She takes time to learn, she leads by example, and sets goals and achieves them. When I think of someone who has character, I think of as being genuine and authentic.
What I find most rewarding about volunteering at the CMHA is, without a doubt, the wonderful people that are here. From the moment I remember the first time I walked into the office and being greeted by Anne at the front desk, with just a warm welcome and really taking great care of me, to working with my supervisor, Lisa Wood, in the Choices program, and everybody in between. The people are just amazing and make you feel like you really are part of the organization, even though you are a volunteer. So it's really amazing. I believe that volunteering is important for all of us. For me specifically, it allows me to give back in a way. I think that's, it's maybe not an overused phrase, but something you hear a lot, to give back. But we create our communities, we create the world around us, and a wonderful thing to do is to give with no expectation of receiving anything in return. And volunteering really allows me to do that. And it's a really important part of my life. Choices is an amazing program, and I'm so glad it exists for a few reasons. Even though I'm obviously much older than my former grade 8 self, I remember that year specifically in my life. I remember, I remember how I felt, things that were going on, things I struggled with, and I really wish that I had some guidance and support on subjects that Choices offers. So even though back then it may have been different, a lot of it was the same, like relationships, making decisions, friendships, things like that. And the topics that they touch on today are so important for these kids to know about as they prepare themselves for older years and, their years ahead of them in high school. So drugs and alcohol and decision making and goal setting, my personal favorite, and other things as well. I just love going into the classroom virtually this year and being part of sharing experiences and lessons that hopefully impact them in some positive way.
The Beacon of Inclusion Award recognizes team members who lead by example and take action to facilitate diversity, equity, and inclusion policies and practices at CMHA. These individuals embrace, respect, and celebrate the diversity of the CMHA team and of the communities we serve. Well, let me tell you a little bit about Vanessa. So first, I'd just like to acknowledge that both myself and June Marinon, our service director, has nominated Vanessa for this amazing award. And we really feel strongly that Vanessa has lived and breathed the values of this award within CMHA. Vanessa joined us at a time when it was very difficult. Not only had we just recently started entering into the pandemic and going through worldwide crisis and struggle, but also it was a time when we were just newly launching the Newcomers Health and Wellbeing Program. Vanessa stepped up immediately and helped us to not only launch the Voices of Inclusion project in CMHA, which is very successful to date, but she also worked really hard over the last year to reach out to over 100 diverse community agencies around York Region and South Simcoe to grow and build our community, and to make sure that not only were we represented within our staff group, represented the diversity of our community and our program, but that she made absolute sure that we would not miss one diverse community within our region to be represented by the services that we offer in this program. So we think she has done an amazing job. And as well, Vanessa has also done a huge job demonstrating that she not only lives and breathes the values of diversity at CMHA, but she also does that in her personal life. And I think that that is something amazing to celebrate. So when I think of the word inclusion at CMHA, I really think about, it's not about us joining a committee. It's not about us submitting an article for the Hive. It's really about us mobilizing, living and breathing the values of diversity at CMHA. I think inclusivity and diversity is really about us being an ally, and not just saying that we're an ally, but actually doing something about it. Getting out there in the community, supporting all of our members of the community, supporting each other, and celebrating, most importantly, all of the differences that we each bring, because that's what we are all about. We are all about the unique individual selves that we are, and it is an amazing thing to be able to celebrate and be proud of.
What I find rewarding about working at CMHA is seeing the impact which our work has on the community. Knowing that we are doing our work in the best interest of the clients while still supporting the staff's well-being. Inclusion to me at CMHA means more than just hiring a diverse group of staff. It's about celebrating and embracing those diversities and using them to learn and share with each other. My proudest achievement at CMHA is being part of the Newcomer Health and Wellbeing team and growing this program from the ground up. Being able to have a vision and then see that vision become reality and then see that reality actually impact the clients is definitely my proudest moment here.
The Beacon of Mentorship Award recognizes and rewards team members who foster a culture of innovation, character, excellence, and inclusion within their teams in CMHA. These individuals are exceptional leaders who provide extraordinary knowledge sharing, coaching, and career development to members of their team. Jennifer is a beacon of mentorship because she fosters a culture of innovation, character, and excellence here within CMHA. She always makes time to help others when needed and ensures that our students and volunteers feel included and part of the culture here at CMHA. Mentorship at CMHA means not only being a leader yourself, but also bringing out the leadership traits of others, ensuring they have the tools they need to be successful and complete their jobs effectively.
What I find most rewarding about working here at CMHA is the attitude of yes. Whether it comes from our staff stepping up to fill a gap, our volunteers suddenly needing to offer virtual services, or in response to the COVID-19 pandemic, us suddenly having to increase our staffing levels in the Bounce Back program to meet the needs, the answer is always yes. We worry about the hows, the structure, the staffing, but we never let that fear of adversity or challenge stop us from saying yes to a great new idea, a program, or a service. So working here at CMHA, it's so rewarding to know that the answer is always yes, because we're most concerned about making sure that our clients and families receive the services they need. My proudest achievement or moment here at CMHA definitely has to do with our students. Working with our students, and of course the colleagues who help me with the students, is an amazing part of my work here at CMHA. Over the past 2 years or so, we've increased the number of students here at CMHA by almost 200%. This is incredible. For our students, it means that they get an opportunity to do hands-on learning in an environment which is critical to the medical and mental health care field. For our staff, it means that they get the opportunity to be mentors and develop their own leadership skills. And when the students return to the universities or other placements in the future, they're helping to spread the awareness of CMHA's programs and services to others. It's an absolute win-win for everyone, so increasing the student numbers is one of my proudest moments. Mentorship to me can mean so many different things. I've had the great privilege of working with amazing mentors throughout my career thus far. They've been there to help me negotiate salary increases, help plan my future career, or to simply offer some support as I took on a new task or role. I'm so grateful that my colleagues here at CMHA think enough of me to nominate me for this role, and I hope that I can live up to the amazingness of my mentors through offering a helping hand, a word of advice, or being a cheerleader for a colleague who's questioning their own skills and abilities. I'm so excited to be working on the Leadership Edge program in the coming months, where I hope that I'll be able to continue working with my colleagues and peers as they work to grow and develop into their own best selves.
So many of us are part of this incredible CMHA team. It's the staff, it's our amazing volunteers, it's our donor, it's our clients, it's our families. We're all in this together. And to talk about what it means to be together is to talk about belonging and inclusion. We talk about cultural competency to provide the best service and work experience. We talk about being part of anti-oppression, fighting hate, fighting racism. But in the end, it's about celebrating who we are, belonging, and working together. So here's our paper challenge.
Da, 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 da.
challenge. That was so slick. We're so good. Amazing. And amazing. Thank you again to all of our incredible award winners and our nominees. I also going to take just a quick second also to extend my gratitude and appreciation to the 2020-2021 Board of Directors. This year, the board worked extra hard. As much as the staff team worked, the board stepped up in incredible ways, particularly the executive leadership team of Ali Sahil, who is our chair of the board, who you saw, who came in, and what a heartfelt tribute. Thank you, Ali. And of course, Laura Boy, who's our vice chair, and Evelyn Sutherland, who's our treasurer. But the entire board worked tirelessly this year. They had specific goals to enhance the governance of the organization, to support the financial resiliency of the organization, to look at the employee value proposition and ensure that it would meet the needs of today and tomorrow. They are an incredible group of volunteers and they give so much, and they've supported me and the leadership team. Without their sage guidance, cheerleading and support, and also all the tough questions that kept us really thinking and being thoughtful, we wouldn't get to where we've gotten. And we've got exciting new members on our board that are stepping up for this next year with more wonderful things to come. And that's the wonderful thing, is that we have growth, we have innovation, and it's all those voices that we keep talking about that come together to make this organization what it is. So you probably want another prize, right? Like you're like, what's next? I want to win. What's next? Well, we've given some photos, we've given some speakers, and now headphones. Headphones, wireless headphones. Amazing. Okay, so I'm going to draw. You got to have your ticket. You got to be here to win. You got to text I won in the text box, or you got to text Devin, Mayor, or Kathy Cowan in Teams. Are you ready to think you won? I'm going in deep. I'm going in deep. Okay. Oh, there it is. This is the one I saw. 228. 228. Okay, so you have a moment. So while I'm waiting, I want to talk about the dancing. So if you don't know, I'm all about the dancing. Why am I dancing? Because if you're dancing, you're happy. And if you're happy, you're celebrating. And that's why we're dancing. And we dance all the time at CMHA because there's so much to celebrate. Why do I dance all the time? Because I can't sing. That's why I dance. So just so you know, that's why. And so keep it up. I'm cheer dancing for you, and I'm waiting for a winner, and I hope it comes soon because I'm running out of moves. Oh, and it is. Melissa Edmore, you won the headphones. Oh my gosh. Remember, she's from the leadership team. She's our new director of projects and strategy. So congratulations. I know you're a runner, Melissa, so I'm sure you're going to be taking these running with you. All right. So you're thinking, is that it? Is that all the prizes? No, there's more. Of course, there's more because we love giving out prizes. I love giving out prizes. So I'm not going to dance this one. I'll give another speech. But this is our most exciting prize. And I want to, again, recognize all of our IT team led by Elnor. What an amazing group of people who keep us all going and connected. They came up with they came up with all the prizes. And here's the top one. A tablet. Okay, are you ready? Are you excited? This is that Tab S6 Lite from Samsung. So awesome quality. Okay. And the number is 179. No, just kidding. Okay, here we go. All right, I'm going in. La, 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 la. Oh, I don't know why I'm closing my eyes. Why do I do that? Okay, here we go, guys. You ready? Is it your number? Are you 291? 291. All right, let's see. All right. So after that, after we're waiting to see, you got to text you win. It's a reminder you win, or Kathy or Devin. And then after this, I'm really excited because we get to announce the team award, and nobody knows. Now, the others were all the other awards were given out in advance, and so the winners, the nominees knew, and that video with the nominees was so incredible, wasn't it? I just can't get over what an amazing group of inspiring people. Kathy, I'm looking at you. Kathy, count. Nope. Oh, guess what? There might be another chance. I'm going to give it 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. You're right. You're like, who? Nah, that person's gone. 291. You're lost. Okay. So here we go. Next person. Okay, I'm not going to close my eyes this time. I'm just going to go on and draw because like a normal person. Okay, here we go. In the 300s, 361. Who won 361? Type you win or I win. Give it to me. 361. Wait, somebody's running. Who's here? Devon's running because she thinks it might be her. She's running around the office. So we'll just see. Who did that? No, the name is coming. It wasn't Devon. So who is it? Who is it? All right. Hiba Badar. Oh my gosh, she's one of our award nominees. Congratulations, Hiba. We're going to get this to you. I'm sure you're thrilled. Now, all right. So we're not doing the 10 numbers, right, Kathy? Okay. So that's gone. So now what you've all been waiting for. Now, there has been 12 Beacon, here, do you want to show me? Look at this amazing trophy. You might have seen this. Oh, turn it the other way. So she said, because you can read that. We're all very nervous that you can read it before I announced it. Okay, so here is the award for the Team Beacon of Light. So this is a new award category this year. And it was something that was, again, most of our great ideas come from our staff team. And they said, what about, we think about our volunteers and our staff members, but what about the teams? And so we came up with the Team Beacon of Light Award that recognizes the achievement of an entire team who implemented an innovative program or project that generated exceptional results for CMHA, our clients, and the communities we serve. It's the first time that we've done a team award, and it is near impossible decision as all the teams and all of you have done such incredible work this year. I read this, but I can tell you this was the one that we deliberated on for so long. It was impossible to decide, particularly because the nominations were so thorough and they just kept going on about the incredible achievements. And so please know that on a very personal level, I just want to say thank you. Thank you to all the teams that were nominated and all the teams that even weren't nominated, because I know that you've all worked really hard to achieve our goals. We've met our targets, surpassed our targets. And we helped people and we made a difference in people's lives. And that is something that we can all be proud of. So thank you. But there were teams that got nominated and there were teams that did exceptional work. And so I'm going to read them out and I'm going to say a couple of words for each of them. But the first team, and this is in really no order, it's just the nominees that got that listed out on my page. So the first one is Act South Simcoe. So Access Simcoe is a wonderful team. It's not a long-standing ACT team. It's relatively new. And they have done some really challenging work in coming together to really better serve a rural community with acute services. They tend to be all things for all people when you're more in a rural community. And the nomination really demonstrated that each team member really pulled together this year to help each other. Another team that really pulled together, another one of our ACT teams, was the ACT Southwest team. This team faced tremendous challenges this year. They had, unfortunately, had grieved the loss of some clients, and that brought them together. But not just that, they really demonstrated innovation together, problem solving together, and really led in a way that all the other ACT teams and ACT teams all around really learned from. So I want to congratulate them. And yet again, our third ACT team also got nominated, our ACT Southeast team. And that's our Markham team. Our Markham team also led in areas, and they were recognized for areas of innovation and thoughtfulness. They also surmounted great challenges to reach the community during COVID. So 3 teams that got nominated were ACT teams. And why is that? Because these teams have to work together. They rely on each other in order to better serve the clients. And I think that that's an example for all of us. When we work together, we can do incredible things. And so congratulations to the 3 ACT teams that got nominated. Our largest team is the Ontario Structured Psychotherapy team. Now, this is the team that is made up of Bounce Back, the Clinician-Assisted Bibliotherapy, and now the new Network Lead organization. This team, and I have to tell you, Sheldon, who was one of our winners from last year, he had to recuse himself. He said, I'm so proud of the work we've done. We stepped up when the government said, you've got to hire and train new coaches immediately so we can expand service, and they did. They implemented tons of technology changes. They ramped up. They all worked not 35 hours a week, but 40 hours a week so they could provide better care. And they did this without complaining, going to virtual, and they really rallied around each other. So congratulations to them and all the leadership on those teams for the work that they've done. You saw a nomination, you heard about our Community Homes for Opportunity team. This is the team that is out there working with what was formerly known as the Homes for Special Care. So these are people who live in congregate settings, and they're really re-envisioning what it means for those individuals to have a full and meaningful life. And so they're providing individual plans that helps each person recognize their dreams. So a new program right through COVID in congregate, and they really came together on an individual level. Another team that got nominated is a unique team, which is the client engagement surveys. So the client engagement surveys are a way for us to understand from the client perspective what we're doing well and what the opportunities are for improvement. We need to hear client voices. And so traditionally, we might have met with people and given them a paper copy or other ways. And of course, during COVID, we couldn't do that. So a team of volunteers stepped up and called all of our clients in order to help them and assist them in filling out a survey. Unbelievable effort, and they were relentless in ensuring that we would hear the voices of our clients in a kind and respectful way. And so I really appreciate the work that they did. The next team that got nominated was the COVID-19 Action Team. This is a team of people that were appointed at the beginning of the pandemic with no knowledge, and it was cross-disciplinary with some people from management, some nurses, some frontline staff, communications, to come together to help keep us safe. They met every day in the morning and then over lunch to ensure that they were reviewing all of the guidelines and really diligently discussing what we would do on our organization in a values and ethically based way to ensure both our staff and client safety. And guess what? We had no outbreaks. So thank you to them. The employment team got nominated. Now, in the middle of the pandemic, as you know, many people, especially who were in service industries, had jobs that were lost. This team didn't stop. They worked with each of those clients and worked with each other to ensure that those who wanted to work could continue to pursue employment opportunities or support them through employment opportunities. What a group of people to work in such a challenging environment and never give up hope and never let our clients give up hope. And how powerful is that? The next team that was nominated is our Flexible Support and WOW team. So this is a team of people who work with people who are at risk of homelessness or have been homeless, or are in situations where they are in congregate settings and need support. That's the WOW team. And they work together in a multidisciplinary team in order to provide housing stability and housing supports for those clients. And they really they had to innovate all through the year because there were congregate settings, there were shelters, there was people who had to do face-to-face services, virtual services. And so I really want to thank them because they're a big team and they didn't stop. And so thank you to them for their work. The next team, there's 3 more that got nominated, which is Homes First Community Support Team. So again, this is a team that is funded by the Region of York. And the Home First team really looks at providing people who are homeless stable and supported housing. Now, the word pivot is like the least I can say. They were spinning and dancing like a tango. Like they were amazing. They went above and beyond to look. And I think I remember I sent out a text or a tweet that in 1 month, they found 9 people homes in the middle of COVID, homeless people. So people who are greatly at risk, and then provided housing stability. Like that's good. And then they worked at hoteling, and then they worked at all kinds of stuff. So congratulations to them for the work that they've done. A team that got nominated not once, but a couple of times because of the work that they do, and they benefit all of us, is the IT team. I mentioned them before, but I know from Elnor that the philosophy of this team is that each and every staff and client and volunteer is their client. And they see us as a way of helping support the community. They listen, they are kind, they are thoughtful, and they equip all of us to do the best that we can do. And without them and their kindness and their training, we wouldn't be half the organization that we are. So thank you for your leadership. And the last team, but certainly not the least team that got nominated, is our Newcomer Health and Wellbeing Program. This is our program that is launched to support immigrants and refugees, and it's in partner with settlement agencies, and in particular, welcome centers, to support those. Now, the team got launched, and the welcome centers got shut down, but they never gave up. This team actually worked with the federal government and Immigrant, Refugee, and Citizenship Canada and all of our partners, and you heard about some of the work that Vanessa did. But what they did is they reached out and found ways to support people. And these, as you know from COVID, these folks are often the ones that are most impacted by the pandemic, being newcomers. And so their support and their integration and the relentless pursuit of getting that program up and going made a huge difference. And it sets the stage well for that program to help newcomers thrive in our community. So those are 12 amazing nominations. Now, are you ready to find out who won? Okay, I think you have to tap on the desk with me. It'll sound a little bit better. We're going to do this. Now, I've got the golden envelope. So shall I reach in? Okay. So this is why I don't sing. And the winner is, oh, sorry. The winner is COVID-19 Action Team. Woo! Woo! Dance for you, COVID-19 Action Team. Oh my God, there they are. So Edna and Devin are here to accept the award on their behalf. So, and each member trophy. And the team members are Nicole Diazio, Anna Antolin, Carol Lever, Denise Nadzicki, Devin Mayer, Edna Bazantz, Joanne Anderson, Shauna Eisen, and Thomas Kropopoulos. So everybody, another round of applause. Woo! So I said it before, and I want to just say it again to this group of people who every day kept us safe and kept our clients safe. Thank you. Thank you so much. It was so hard, and you had a lot of pressure on you to do things and to make tough decisions about opening up or not opening up or what that would look like. And you acted as a team, and you were thoughtful, and you were considerate and kind, and you made the best decisions, and you kept us safe. We couldn't have gotten through this year without you. So thank you very much. This award is well-deserved. And I, and on behalf of everybody in this organization, we're very grateful. So, okay. So now, can I just have that back for a second? I have to say, well, I've got notes here, guys. So they're like, don't forget to say this. So what I'm going to say is this is the first year. And so you're going to see like every year, just kind of like the Stanley Cup, only better, because some of us aren't big hockey fans like me. This award is like the Stanley Cup of CMHA. You can nominate your team or another team to get this award next year and have your name and your team's name every year. So hopefully we'll never have another COVID-19 action team. No offense or anything, guys, but we're ready to move on from that pandemic. So congratulations. All right, so I'm going to pass this on now. All right, so this is almost at the end. I think we have one more video to share with you, but I have a moment to have final wrap-up comments. This evening was made possible by, first and foremost, I want to thank our media partner, Snap Media. I'm going to read his name. No, don't cheer yet. I'm going to do it. Pradeep K, Sean R, and Paul D have been with us. They helped produce a mental health in motion video. They did all the teasers and trailers, and they've been with us here tonight and in the videos. What an amazing partner Snap has been. They have elevated the quality. They've made it fun and warm and welcoming, and they've given so much of their time and thoughtfulness. Honestly, I'm looking right at them now. Thank you guys so much for bringing this together. To the leadership of Kathy and Devin, What an amazing communications duo. They met, two people are the work of 20. These two go above and beyond to try to do this. And from these thoughtful gift boxes that they made sure that each of you got, prizes, the invited, putting this together, making me go live. They did it all, guys. So thank you, Kathy and Devin. I'm looking at them right now. I hope you send your thanks to them as well for really helping us celebrate the best of us. My last comment that I want to make tonight is just a piece of gratitude, again, to each and every one of you, to our volunteers, to our donors. And I know my family's out there watching too, and I think your families are as well. Being part of Canadian Mental Health Association, a 100-year-old organization, is not something that everybody gets to be a part of. Some people say that we're the best kept secret around, because once you find us, you realize that we do bring light into the world, because each of us, is so passionate, dedicated, and absolutely committed to our vision of mental health for all. Light and bringing a better tomorrow is what we're all about. The pandemic has shown us more than ever, and we are about to face the mental health pandemic, and we know that, but we are ready because we are together and we are strong and we have the right values and the right commitment. I have absolute confidence in the competence of this team and each of us to hold steady and to make a difference in our community. We have a lot to celebrate about last year, and we have a lot to look forward to in next year. There are so many good things to come. I'm so excited to be part of this team. I'm grateful and proud. I want to thank you all. I hope you enjoyed this night of celebration as much as I did. I hope you know how proud I am of each and every one of you, and how much I celebrate all of your wins and all the wins that you will have. So one last video, stick around for it because it's lots of fun. And I hope you have a wonderful summer holiday. And I hope to see you next year when we celebrate the next year's Beacon of Light Awards. Take care, everybody.